U.S. futures are pointing to a higher open. The indices pushed higher on Thursday for the second day. Gains were led by shares in the automobiles and components, consumer durables and apparel, and real estate sectors. U.S. advancers outpaced decliners, and 86% of S&P 500 constituents traded higher yesterday. After the closing bell on Thursday, earnings reported included Kraft Heinz. The company reported fourth quarter EPS of 62 cents versus 56 cents a year ago. That was on sales of $7.12 billion compared to $2.79 billion in the previous year. The company also declared a regular quarterly dividend of 0.575 per share of common stock payable on April 8th of this year. And BioMarin Pharmaceuticals won to fourth quarter EPS of 39 cents from 47 cents in the previous year. Separately, Gap reported fourth quarter EPS of 53 cents versus 75 cents last year on net sales of $4.38 billion versus $4.71 billion a year ago. In terms of overseas markets, we're seeing mostly higher trading. Asian markets gained, with the Nikkei up by 0.3%, the Hang Seng up 2.5%, and South Korea's Kospi up nearly 0.1%. European indices are also higher ahead of the weekend. As for earnings releases expected for today, American Tower's fourth quarter EPS is seen at 50 cents versus 43 cents a year ago. As for CenterPoint Energy, fourth quarter EPS is seen at 23 cents versus 36 cents a year ago. And last but not least, for Liberty Media, fourth quarter EPS is seen at coming in at 18 cents versus 21 cents a year ago. In terms of economic data, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, fourth quarter GDP is expected to show an annualized quarter-over-quarter gain of 0.4%. And at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, January personal income and spending is expected. Also at that time, the February University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment will be coming out with an expected reading of 91. Regarding the trend on indices, Trading Central says for the S&P 500, on an intraday basis, a further advance is expected. They prefer long positions above 1922 with targets at 1975 and 1991 in extension. As for the Nasdaq, on an intraday basis, a further advance is expected. Trading Central analysts prefer long positions above 4170. As for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, on an intraday basis, a further advance is expected.